we need. I've only got a. I'm going to put one of those on the top, I think. So I'm tempted to put a an emergency.
Stigron says, it is nothing you have ever seen before. No, it's not a game. Play live here. And he's put a link up. I'll copy the link over to your Skype
cool.
for you.
Thank you.
So you don't lose it. There.
Thank you very much. This is the weirdest looking thing ever, but I'm kind of. This is the problem. I'm kind of restricted on what I can do because of the parts I've got. It's really difficult to come up with a design that's actually going to fit and work. I'm going to put a couple of those on, or else I'm going to be knackered. Yeah, that's about all I can do with that. I think personally I'm going to need more thrust, actually. So. You can never have enough thrust.
Every time you say the word thrust, it reminds me of Chicken Run, the film.
Yeah.
The problem is thrust.
Absolutely.
Words.
Brilliant. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to. I can't remember whether it. Yeah, I think that's the best way to do it. Is to have the position of lift here, which is represented by the blue angle. I think slightly forward of the center of mass. I think that's the best way to do it. I hope, anyway. The problem is that, I mean, this game is so kind of detailed that as the fuel expends in the tanks, the center of mass will shift on these things. It's really, really difficult to, compensate for everything, get everything right on here. It's really, really crazy detailed. I think I'm gonna have to put. I'm see. I'm thinking I should put some sort of control thrusters on here, but I get the distinct impression that I'm not going to get close enough to space for it to be anywhere worthwhile. Anyway, so let's just finish off the aerodynamics.
Petrisk asks, not necessarily to you, Kerrash, but to everyone in general, what's the craziest game you have ever seen in terms of story, visual, and characters?
God, that is a good question. I'll leave it for the people on the chat for a second, and have a think myself. Actually, all right. So we've got a couple of solar panels. Make sure we've got those on there, and oh dear. So even
I think everyone that's I think everything that people are saying on the chat about the craziest game ever, I'm pretty sure I can beat that with an old game on the Commodore 64. As the craziest game ever, and I'll give you the title, and you'll instantly go, "Yeah, that probably is." Because on the Commodore 64, I had the computer game version of Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Epic game.
Now, I tried playing that, and I'd not seen any Monty Python, so I didn't know any of the jokes or anything.
Oh dear.
So you try playing that when you don't know any of the jokes or anything, how you're supposed to reply to any of the things.
Yeah, it's impossible. You just won't know.
Yeah.
It's very much one of these in-joke type things.
So I'm pretty sure that's the craziest game I've ever played.
Yeah. I think I had the PC version, the point-and-click one. So that was bad enough. That was absolute insanity. That was. Right.
I've seen some versions of Discworld games,
Yes, they are.
especially the ones where you play the detective. It's like the detective games, point and click. That's pretty crazy.
Right. So we got that. We got this. Everything's on the right. Did it? Right. I think that's okay. We need a name for this craft. What can we call this thing? What was the name?
Thunderbird Zero. I don't know.
Was it Jammy Dodger? Was the current #1 on the forum? I
Yes.
don't know. We'll call it the.
But
Jammy
that's
Dodger.
the name for your crafting elite. We're not talking.
Oh yeah,
Kerb-
I'll use both. It's just for now.
Call it my suggestion then. Wreckage.
Oh damn! Sorry, I've already clicked on. You're 30 seconds behind me. Sorry. Crew.
Uh.
Oh, never mind.
Crew there. There.
Too
Never
late.
mind. Don't
Yeah.
worry.
Right. This thing scares me. I honestly don't know whether it's going to work. I'll zoom in close actually. I love the way that these engines heat up and glow. They've done a really good job with the pixel shader effects on this game actually. I put them up to maximum thrust. And assuming it doesn't explode and crash on the runway. There we go, they start to heat up there.
Let's see how excited the Kerbal gets.
Oh, whoa, it's Jebediah, so he oh, that didn't work. Let's try that again. We'll try and slow that down a little bit and try and figure out what the heck just happened, because I don't know what happened. Have you caught up yet? It's great. It always works well for me.
Poor Kerbal flying through the air till he
It's like,
smacks into the ground. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh.
Yeah, this isn't working. I always have trouble with space planes. Space planes are really difficult at working.
Can you not like pull the nose up and take off?
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's not that easy. Now, what have we got in here? So we've got pitch. We want yaw. We don't want, do we? We want roll. So let's try turning. Oh, damn it.
No, not roll. You want pitch to take off.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. For the wingtips, we don't want them to affect pitch. We don't want them to affect yaw. So I'm going to just tweak that. Because this is one of the things they've added in this current version now, is you can kind of tweak what each one of the control surfaces does, which is really cool, because you can get some great kind of adjustments to your ship, so to speak. Let's bring the center of lift forward a little bit, because I have seen that does help. So. Trying to think of trippy games and crazy games that I've played. It's annoying how your mind goes blank when you try and think of these things. There was one, I cannot remember the name of it, but there was this one which is kind of... it's like Tron-like almost. You're inside some virtual world which is like a synthesizer. Whoa! Whoa, that was a little better until that part. Well, he survived. The landing gear still works. Let's try that again. Yeah, it kind of works. It's a little better than my previous attempt. So I've seen some great designs that other people have done like that, but most of the ones that you see, they tend to have the advantage of being in sandbox mode, so they've got all of the parts available to them, so they can make things which aren't absolutely insane looking objects. We might be better off putting some aerodynamic caps on these secondary engines. I think that might help. Yeah, because we're unstable. Yeah. Damn. Never mind. Let's try and put that on. That might help. let's just try and tilt these up ever so slightly. Sometimes that does help as well, having the them tilted up. It's incredibly difficult to get this right because it really does do the aerodynamics in such a way that you have to take into account anything which would get in the way of the thrust and whether or not the you've got things that block it, and it's difficult. It's bloody difficult. And there's a lot of people I've seen that make it look so friggin' easy, and it's so frustrating. Okay, but
I haven't seen it yet.
I think I may have finally figured out what's wrong. For some reason, the parts on the back of the wing have decided to mount themselves upside down. This just not. It's not my stream tonight. This really is just not working for me. Let's see if they rotate the correct way first before we try and do that again. Crash takeoff. That's right, drop bear. Yeah, that's better. They're tilting the correct way now. This may actually work. Maximum power. Probably. Nah, we got enough air coming in. I think so. It's getting wobbly. You'll love that one. I didn't even know that was possible, but apparently it is. Oh dear. Well, at least they've got good collision detection on this game, if nothing else. Oh, oh dear me. Excellent. Put two of these in there. Yeah, that didn't work. Never mind, never mind.
World's strongest landing lights.
Boom! Excellent. Let's try a couple of. If we put a couple of delta wings up near the front there, maybe that will help stabilize us a little bit, because we're getting rather wobbly when we get up to speed on the runway. Save that. Try that. Hopefully. It's so difficult to get this right, but and effectively this thing is completely useless at the moment. There's no docking on it. There's no extra, science equipment or anything like that. I can't do anything useful with this damn space plane. But we've got to try and get a design that kind of mostly works, and then we can add some of these things on, hopefully. Of course, it's all extra weight then, so it'll completely change the way that it works. Yeah, okay. Try that again. I'll say I'm not going to get to the landing part, am I? Oh, what's going on here? These frigging things have... They've done it again. They keep inverting control. I'm there like frantically, pulling up on the controls, and the bloody things are going backwards. It's really not working. I'm doing really well. That's correct, Shorty. It's just like, I mean, and she can say this in the chat. She can testify for me in my defense. When she's over here and she's watching me do this, I just play it like there's like nothing. It's just, it's fine, no worries. It's having an audience. It screws you up.
So it's the audience's fault.
Yes, absolutely. But that's part of the fun of watching, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, right. What the heck is going on with this thing? You can see when the fins on the back of the wings are tilting in the wrong direction. So I'm just gonna blatantly push down on the stick and see if this helps. No, I'm sliding off the side of the runway. This is not good. This is not good. This is not my day. I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to put it on maximum thrust and I'm going to see what happens. See if we can figure out why the heck this thing is just unstable to the max. It might help if we had some reaction control thrusters on there. Maybe they would allow it to adjust for slight variations.
Oh.
Yeah, that was slightly more than a slight variation, wasn't it? Boom! No, couldn't get out in time. Oh dear, dear, dear. This really is not my day. Okay, let's put some on the wingtips there. That will help us spin there. And
You seem to be all right until you hit the grass.
yeah, it's it just seems to be picking up a little bit of a wobble, and then it just gets so intense that it just goes completely out of control, and I just can't seem to do anything to counteract that. It's frustrating to say the least. Tell you what I should do. I should put a couple of emergency parachutes on the back. That's a good excuse, actually. Let's say this. If I put these on here, and I'll show you how this works. If we get the... Here we go. So we've got the parachutes. And I could put them, say, right on the back here. And instead of having them on a staging thing, because you've seen this in the bottom left before, where you can have the staging system set up to do these things. What I can do is I can go to the action group up in the top left here with the little blue buttons. And I can pick up these parachutes. There's both of these parachutes. And I can put deploy into custom group 10, for example. So then, when I smack the 0 key in a sheer panic, I should deploy the parachutes. I don't honestly know whether or not the game's clever enough to use them as like drogue shoots to slow me down, but let's give it a go. Right, let's try it. So we can have our engines on maximum thrust, and then I'll leave it until it inevitably starts to wobble, because hey, that's what's got to happen for me, isn't it? To be fair, come on. And then I'll launch the parachutes. Oh, they ripped completely off. Oh, God. I'm thinking of mounting the cockpit upside down so that it inverts the control for me, because something is just going drastically wrong with these control surfaces tonight. I don't know what the heck's going on with them. Yeah, our emergency parachutes are not working for us. We were accelerating so rapidly, we ripped them completely off the... It's really not working for me, is it? Everything collided with everything else. I'm well aware of it. I don't need it breakdown. See, I'm just rolling to the side again. I don't know why. My drawing board. Let's go back to the drawing board. Let's see what I've done wrong. I don't... Oh, is Twitch still playing up for everyone, is it? Pain in the arse, isn't it? Right, let's try this again, right? Drawing board. Wondering whether this... Let's go big. Bigger is always better, isn't it?
Yes.
Especially when it comes to rockets. Right, let's put aerodynamic nose cones. Get that in there so it's a bit smoother. Swept wings. I'm gonna give us one of these in the middle so we get that initial kick. If in doubt, add more rocket engines. Always a good place to start. Oh, come on. It's gonna let me add that. Come on. Anyway, sometimes it argues whether or not the thing you're doing was going to intersect with another part, and you get, oh dear. It's just like, I can see that it will work. Just let me place it. It'll work. Don't argue. I'm not sure whether these wings are going to provide enough lift. That's half of the problem. What do they have? Did it lift rating 1.6? I think that might be some of the problem we've got here. Is these
Make a
wings.
biplane.
Yeah, I was thinking something like that, kind of like an X-wing type thing. Let's give that a go. Put some control surfaces on. So you kind of got this hankering that you want to make things that look cool, but in doing so it kind of makes it more difficult to control. That's the only problem. You kind of want the control surfaces to be at right angles to each other, so you get the maximum maneuverability. It just works better that way. Okay, this is about as insane as I can come up with right now. Alright, what have I forgotten? I'm bound to forget something.
Pretty sure I could come up with more insane than that.
Well, that's been proven, I think. With the conical rocket. Yes.
More being the operative word.
Yeah, this is already pretty insane. Right, let's get the landing gear on. We need those, otherwise we're not going to get anywhere. And splay that back landing gear out. Hopefully that'll give us, you know, a bit more of a footprint really on the runway. Obviously having a wider base gives you a bit more stability, so let's overwrite that one. Now where did we get to on here? Okay, so that's good. Our center of lift is slightly forward of our center of gravity, so I'm hoping that will work now. Let's give it a go. Anything's got to be better than the previous attempt. If in doubt, drink more. Drop Bear Antics has given us the definition of insanity there. Yes, I'm well aware of that Einstein quote. And here, look at these control surfaces. Look, now they have decided to go in completely the opposite directions, just to wind me up. Right. Yeah, right, now that's just not going to work, is it? Let's just try this. Whoa! That works. Are we going fast enough? Okay, yeah, that was a good effort, good effort. Do you want to visit the beach? Ah, dear, dear, dear. Petra said, can't I pull it up? I'm trying. These control surfaces seem to have a mind of their own. The damn things seem to just be like, one of them decides to go one way, the other one decides to go the other way. Sometimes they pull up, sometimes they pull down. There we go. Yeah, that was better. Better is an improvement. There we go. This is why I should never be in charge of my own space program. Come on, just, that's all you gotta do. Just that. That's all that. Just a little. Up. Yep. That way. Up. 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 No. No. Too far up. No. 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 That's not up. That's no longer up. That. I need to try harder. I love how everyone's just trying to wind me up. No productive or supportive criticism or anything like that. No, everyone's just trying to wind me up. It's great, isn't it? I I know my fan base loves me. Oh.
I'm laughing at you and your pathetic attempts to get this space plane off the ground, and yet I couldn't do it any better.
This is the annoying thing. Is I've seen other people do this and they make it look so easy, and then, like I said, I'll offline I'll do it no problem. I just, oh, 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 oh.
Oh, Shorty's just done something that's one of my, not my major pet hate, but one of my minor pet hates.
Oh dear.
Spelling.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah, she's lazy. No. Oh. It's
I
coming.
was wondering if you do wings on wings thing,
Yeah.
and you can.
Yeah.
But your problem is you've got the inner flaps moving. Oh, I thought they were moving different directions to the outer flaps, but they're not.
Yeah, I think they're working, but still not very good. Oh. Let's try and add some structural support. I'm hoping that if I make these a little bit more rigid, that might help. Oh shoot! I need to do that.
You're trying to play Minecraft whilst watching Kerrash.
Ah, just ignorant, isn't it?
I'm just baffled how you can play Minecraft and watch Kerrash at the same time.
She's weird like that. Don't mind her. So I think let's have a look at where this is going wrong here. Well, it's going wrong with the fact that I started playing tonight. I think that's where we went wrong. Center thrust. See, the center thrust is exactly where I'd expect it to be. It's not that it's... Or is it a little bit off? Is that what the problem is? The center of mass is a little bit lower, perhaps, and then because it's off center, it's that off-axis thrust problem. I think that's what the... Let's try that again. If in doubt, kill another curveball. Right, so. Okie dokie, so pull up is gonna be that way. Uh-oh. 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 It's like you know it. You know it's coming, don't you? You
Yeah,
know it's
I'm
like
hearing you going, uh-oh. I can just imagine what's happening.
I
But
suck at
I
Space
do like
Marines.
the double length wings. I do like the double length wings.
Yeah,
That
there are
just looks
some.
so cool.
Yeah, there's some pretty cool ones built in. Actually, some stock aircraft. I'm gonna shut this engine down and see if I just don't. I
I
don't.
think you're making progress because you're actually crashing slower.
Yeah. And away from the runway rather than into it, which is a good start. I just got this. See, it wants to flip over is the problem. It's like so.
Petrisk says, you are in a murderous mood today, or are we watching extra Game of Thrones episode set in Kerbal? That and I know what Game of Thrones episode he's referring to as well. I'm not going to give any spoilers, but if anyone wants to know what Game of Thrones episodes Petrisk is referring to, go on YouTube, type in Game of Thrones Red Wedding reaction. There's a video on there of people just videoing friends who are watching Red Wedding and didn't know what was going to happen, and it's just so crazy to see. So you're crashing slower now because you're just doing a slow spin in midair.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what of these control surfaces is causing me to get stuck in this death spiral. I just don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know whether it's because the axis is off thrust, whether it's the tail fins, which are. I'm going to take the tail fins off. It's going to give me no horizontal control whatsoever. But
My completely unexpert opinion would suggest that your back end is too heavy. Because the nose is coming up, you see, so your back end's too heavy. If your front end was too heavy, the nose would be going down.
maybe that's what it. Maybe I need to get the center of lift behind the center of mass. I thought it was.
Oh, drop bear! You went and gone and done a spoiler. I was so careful to avoid the spoilers, and then Drop Bear goes and types into the chat exactly what I was trying to avoid saying. Ah, Drop Bear.
Oh dear. This that might as well be made out of rubber. Let's make something simpler. Let's try again. Okay, right. Simplest little craft I can make. Let's just slap a fuel tank on there.
Drop Bear's giving me a stick now for saying that he was giving up spoilers. Oh.
Right, lift ratings. Okie dokie, right, let's just... No, these things they're too tiny, they're titty little things. They're no good, right, let's slap these on. Right, okay, so let's put our center of lift smack inside our center of mass and see what that does. I'm just gonna slap one little tail fin on, completely centered.
Can you put the wheels on the end of the wings?
Yeah, you could do. You could do. For this one, I'm not going to bother
No,
with...
I'm saying could you put wheels on the end of the wings?
Oh, I won't need any for this attempt.
Oh, okay.
I will do on the next one though. Yeah, we'll get this going first. You'll see what I'll do in 30 seconds. It'll come through. Let's just try this. Now this isn't going to work because I haven't used a rocket engine. Damn.
A rocket engine? What's a rocket
A
engine?
rocket engine. You need a rocket engine. Yep, didn't think that would work. Okay, let's put wheels on it. So I'll put the wheels on the wing tips, like you said. Let's put one on the front. silly. That's better. And
Just
yeah,
see you
just
trying to take that thing.
wee, boom. Oh dear, it's just not my day. Yes. There we go. So let's put these out on the wingtips there. Should give us a nice big stable base, I hope. Sometimes it helps to just start off simple and then kind of... Come on, come on. Right. Oh, you... One critical component you need with an air-breathing engine is an air intake. Just in case that wasn't obvious.
Ah, yes.
There it is. Right, can we... No. Oh, yep. And that's slightly moved our centre of mass, but I don't think it's enough to cause us a big problem at the moment. But we'll try this. We'll try this. See whether this works. See, I'm making this episode go along is the trouble. See, other people have got the advantage, you know, YouTube posters. They, you know, they kind of know what they're doing. They do it all offline, and then look great when they show their first attempt at doing something.
Yeah,
They've done
they
a
put
dozen.
up the video that makes them look great, but what you don't see is the 100-odd hours they've spent trying to get it right.
It's all right for them. Drop Bear Antics, yeah, just asked a question there. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, rocket engines don't need air intakes because they use oxidizer. But in this case, I'm using an air-breathing engine because we're building a space plane. You can put both on, which is a really cool thing about the way that Kerbal works. Is you can mix and match all the engines. You can have something with a rocket stage. There is actually something built in a stock plane, which is kind of like the Spaceship One, where it's got a large plane which takes you up with normal air-breathing engines, and then a second part which can drop underneath and go like on a rocket. Yeah, I think these wheels are too far out, but hey, this works. Might need to bring the wheelbase in, but hey, yay! Actually works. Oh, I have to show you that. If I can do this without crashing, I have to show you that. Where is it? There it is. Not the best approach. Come on. Oh, the concentration. Yeah, it goes silent when there's concentration. Imagine you seeing that that's actually kind of working. Yay! Whoa! Oh! No! No! Well, that was better than previous attempts, that's all I'm going to say. Oh, bye-bye, Ken Payton. Right, let's just bring those wheels in a little bit closer. It kind of worked, didn't it? You can't deny that.
Yeah, I'm just seeing you almost landing on grass.
It was close. It was close. No, I wanted to show something actually. There's some funny little Easter eggs in Kerbal. I haven't found all of them yet, but there's some really nice Easter eggs, and one of them there's a couple of obelisks hidden in the game. And there's one quite close to the space center. I'll see if I can get there without. Oh shoot! That's gonna seriously impact my flight. No, it doesn't. Okay. Yeah, that's seriously. Uh, yeah, you better get out of there. Jeb, eject, eject. Yeah. Okay.
Drop Bear Antics asks, is there a Kerbal Space Program mod that lets you build your craft out of old Lego space pieces? That'd be awesome.
It feels like you're building them out of Lego pieces. I'll tell you that. The way they stick together and fall apart, they definitely feels like Lego pieces. I don't think there is a mod for something like that, but it would be pretty cool. I don't know why this thing is pulling to the side, but never mind.
Lego website used to, I don't know if they still do it, they used to let you build Lego models from Lego pieces.
Yes, yeah, I think that's still enabled on the site. Yeah, it's oh crikey, I can't remember where it is. There is actually something where you can build the model up. No, actually, I think yeah, you're right. I think they did. They took it away after. I don't think it was profitable for them. But for a while, you could design an entire model, and you could get the whole box manual and the parts printed and sent to you. It was excellent. Really, really good little thing they did there on that site. It's a shame.
I didn't know they did that. I knew on their website they had a bit where you could just build up. You had literally every single Lego piece available. You could just build things.
I think that's available as a downloadable thing now. You can download the client and play around with it. But yeah, I think they've just disabled that, buy option. You can't buy the parts anymore, it was really cool actually. You could do that. I mean, I think you might still be able to buy the actual parts for it, but I think they stopped doing the printing the manual thing because it just it was costing them so much money and they weren't really making anything from it. So. Oh, 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 there it is. Whoa, we flew straight past it. You'll see in a second there is a big black obelisk there and I just flew straight past it. And majorly stuffed up. There we go. But yeah, there is some really interesting little Easter eggs in there. I need to find a list on a website of all of the various things in there. It'd be pretty cool to find all that. So we've got something that was making us tilt to the side. Maybe if we move these things out a little bit.
Ah, yes, you just went past the obelisk.
It's cool that I love that they've got all these little Easter eggs and references in there. It's really quite fun, actually. Come on.
So the black obelisk, is that like from 2001?
Yeah, it's a blatant reference to it. I think this one's got a picture of their company logo on the team that makes Kerbal, which is Squad, and their logo happens to be a monkey, which is quite relevant to 2001. So, yeah, I love little references. That is brilliant. This thing seems massively unstable for no apparent reason. I don't know why. This is where you see the beauty of air-breathing engines. They're so efficient, I've burnt virtually no fuel.
I remember watching a program by Jeremy Clarkson where he basically talked about how the jet engine was invented.
Oh yeah.
And he made a mini jet engine and put it on the back of a bicycle.
Oh dear.
The thing was loud.
Ah,
but it
yes.
pushed him along.
Yeah, I bet. My word. And here we have the problem. As good as air-breathing engines are, they have a maximum altitude at which they will operate.
Yes. Which is when you want the solid fuel jet engines to kick in. Oh, you haven't got any solid fuel jet engines.
Yes, we forgot those. So let's try adding piece by piece, we'll get there. So if we put in a couple of extra fuel tanks with, we're going to need rocket engines on these. We should be able to get away with the old 909 because we get the altitude up on here now, and then we'll be well away if we can get up to that altitude. I can't put the extra ones in there, but how is this?
I don't want to be a party pooper, Kerrash, but do you know you're coming up near on 3 hours?
My word, yes, it is getting up to that. I will try one more attempt at this, and then I think we'll call it a day for this this day's stream. Unfortunately, we haven't got anything else on the Elite Dangerous Alpha to show anyone yet, which is getting annoying.
Patience, grasshopper.
Yes, I can't complain about this. See, why is this pulling to the side? What the heck? For some reason, it's massively dragging one way or the other, which is causing problems. As soon as we've got extra weight on those wheels, it's like they just kind of they want to just go.
Yeah.
Let's try this again. Gotta get this working. Gotta get this working before we sign off. Come on.
Drop Bear Antic says the beta should be out any day now. Yes, soon.
Yes, exactly as Michael would put it. So, this is a prime example of where I should have used action groups on there, where I could have set up one engine to fire differently to other engines. I'll quickly change my staging there so that they
Le quoi?
fire. Oh my word! Great to see you, Commander! Come on. Take off, you fat plane. Ah, no, 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 no. 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 I don't understand why moving the wheels would suddenly make it more stable but too heavy to take off. Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, let's flip it on its head. Let's try it this way instead. We'll have two of these. Come on. Oh, you bugger. 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 It's the old Australian advert, isn't it? I forgot which one that is now. Is that for the Range Rover? No. What is that one? Oh, I can't remember. I hate that when I get a reference in my head and I can't remember where it was. Never mind. Why, it's the wheels. The wheels won't let me. Oh, God damn it. Son of a...
You put them too far
Yeah.
to the back.
There we go. Right. Two of those. Nice big engines. Liquid fuel. And I just realised that I've put the wrong tanks in the wrong place. We're going to need
Liquid
to...
asks, who is the random voice in the background?
That's Alien! That's Commander Alien!
I didn't realise I was in the background.
You're just not visible, that's the trouble.
Just not important.
Right, this will work. Let's shut down this. Right, let's shut down the central engine. We'll get that on another stage.
In fact, what's more worrying is I'm random. Liquid, Bit of a confession time here. Liqua says, "Really? Honestly, thought Alien was a girl." Laugh at you. I have no This is no secret. No bones about it. I'm not ashamed of it. I am transsexual. So that's why I have a funny voice. So
That's where Liquor is really embarrassed now. Mini Jammy Dodger, I'm gonna call this.
it was. You were at LaveCon, weren't you, Kerrash?
Yeah.
Yep. Were you? Did you hang around after LaveCon in the bar, chatting to everyone?
No, I didn't get a chance to stay any later.
You
I would have
didn't.
liked to. Yeah, I would have liked to. It would have been nice. But
I will always remember Kate Russell's face because, like I say, we're hanging around in the bar, chatting, and Alan Stroud brought up Veet for Men.
oh,
Apparently, the comments on Amazon for Veet for Men are hilarious. Apparently, I personally haven't looked, and then I said, "Well, I can top Veet for Men." Because being a post-op transsexual, I then went into explaining one of the steps for preparation for the operation, and
oh.
Kate Russell's face was priceless.
Oh, bless her.
Oh, Lick was saying, no, nothing to do with the voice, more the post style on the forum. Now I'm going to take that as a compliment.
Yeah. No, I must admit, yeah, that was my initial impression as well. As yeah, this is not working for me, is it? God. Right. Try it again. We gotta get this working. Why is it dragging to the side? Why are you dragging to the side? Alright, let's... What do you reckon?
Nate Hound!
Ah!
Everyone's chipping in with comments just as we're about to come to the end of the stream.
Perhaps I need to put it on a bit later. Maybe that's what we should do.
Yeah.
Let's bigger wings. Bigger wings will do the trick, won't it? And
More wings.
More of everything. Come on. Why is this thing? See, the problem is it just keeps dragging to the left. It's as if one of the wheels has got the brakes on or something. Eee. Popped a wheelie then. I didn't intend to, but I just did. What the? Oh, this is not working for me. Oh, it's brilliant. This is so funny.
Petrisk wants to see one Vigo versus Kerrash.
Oh yes, that is one of the things actually I was going to bring up, because the next version of the Elite Dangerous Alpha is obviously going to have multiplayer support. I have actually been speaking to Vigo about doing a stream at the same time as him, so we can have everyone jumping between and seeing both points of view. I think that's going to be great fun. Can't wait for that. So I'm gonna demonstrate one more thing. I've completely given up on that because it's just not working for me. Really, really not working. One of the things I was talking about with the control groups, the action groups you can set up. If I set these up, what you can do, if I have something like this with some solid rocket fuel boosters, you can have your standard setup in here. But what I can do also is in the control groups, I can pick on these ones and these ones. For button 5, say, I can activate those, decouple, and deploy the chute, all on button number 5. So then, if you have a disastrous launch...
We're currently seeing a black screen.
Oh. Why on earth did that switch? Sorry, how long was that on there for?
When I said it had been about 15 seconds.
Oh, sorry for that. Should see me shortly after. I've just checked again now. So, yeah, so you can have you can put this thing on here. We can go for a launch, and then if we can set ourselves up into some disastrous, unrecoverable. No, it won't tilt over any higher than that. But then we can hit the F5 button. Yes. No, they're not strong enough. They're not strong enough. Epic failage. Can't even demonstrate something like that, can I? It's because it's this solid rocket booster, you son of a... There we go. Right, let's get that one on there. Let's just do one single solid rocket booster. Action groups. Button number 5. Activate. Right, there we go. Right, let's try this again. Yeah. Clear the debris. I don't care. Come on. Why is Stigran saying Quake 3 facepalm? Is that because of the earlier thing I did with Viger?
Probably.
Okay. Yeah, I'm avoiding streaming Quake 3 anymore. Come on. Ooh, this thing's going to overheat, I think. My word.
Petrisk is saying, by the way, Michael says they are looking for the way to upgrade from Beta 2 to Beta 1 in the new shop.
That would be interesting. I'm going to demo this thing now. I've got to some altitude, so I've got all of the next 3 stages on a single button. They should all fire simultaneously, I hope, if I've done this right. Oh, yep, that looks like it worked. Little separating boosters. Yep, parachute is out. Oh. Whee! That worked. So there we go. So that was the thing I was trying to demonstrate for when I mentioned it earlier on. You can set up all sorts of things like emergency abort procedures and things like that that wouldn't normally fire as part of your stages, but you can have things set up so you can get the heck out of the way if it all goes wrong. Which more often than not happens to me on this stream. Yay! There we go. Yay! Successful test flight. I consider that a success. Ah, dearie me. Okie dokie. Well, with that, guys, I think we should call it a night, don't you? That's a long stream. Over 3 hours now. It's going to take a bit of editing for me to squeeze that into the thing. I might have to do a 3-parter tonight, but yeah, good fun nonetheless. I'm not sure what we might want to do for the next stream. I was hoping to ask people tonight, actually, what people think they.
Well, I think people want to see retro, so retro
Yeah.
versions of Elite.
Yeah, I think that'd be good actually. I'll try and get some of the other versions up and working on the stream. Obviously, I've got Frontier working before. That was some of the stuff we were doing before, so it'll be good to do that. I'll try and get some of the Elite versions working as well, and that'd be good to mix and match and share all those ones. So good fun, nonetheless. So yeah, I'll try and get that sorted out for the next stream. It'd be great to see all you guys come along. Sorry to everyone who was just joined. Yeah, Nathan, I'm sorry. I know you've only just joined. Yeah, we've been streaming for 3 hours, I'm afraid. So it's a heck of a long time. But yeah, thanks for everyone for joining in. Thank you again, Alien.
Thank you for letting me join you. It's a pleasure, as always.
Yeah, it's always great to have you on. So until next time, guys, we'll see you again.